On October 4th, 2024, UK Home Secretary Yvette Cooper announced a groundbreaking initiative at the G7 meeting to combat the growing issue of people smuggling.
The important thing now is what we do about it, and obviously we've created the Border Security Command. That's going to bring in the security services to take on the smuggling gangs, but importantly we're working with our international partners, the G7. We've set up an international action plan. Now that's the first of its kind, and that's going to target the smuggling gangs. We've also had 12 flights off the ground deporting those who shouldn't be here. One of those was the largest on record. So we are doing a lot here, but it will take time to have its full impact.
How long will it take? Because people are dying in the Channel and numbers are increasing.
Yeah, and it is a worry, and it does take time, and it's difficult to put a date on it. Look, setting up the Border Security Command takes time in itself. We've got to bring in the intelligence services, MI5, those extra tools, those powers to take on the gangs. That doesn't happen overnight, but we will see it having an impact over time.
This announcement comes against a backdrop of escalating anti-migrant sentiment in the UK, particularly following recent riots that have drawn attention to societal divisions surrounding immigration. In this video, we'll explore the G7 anti-smuggling action plan's details, its implications for migrants in the UK, and how it relates to the current climate of fear and anger. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for upcoming updates. Now pay close attention. The G7 Anti-Smuggling Action Plan aims to enhance cooperation among member nations to tackle criminal gangs that exploit vulnerable individuals seeking refuge or better opportunities. This initiative represents a significant step forward in international collaboration, focusing on 1. Joint investigative actions. Law enforcement teams will collaborate to target smuggling routes and disrupt criminal networks. 2. Intelligence sharing. G7 nations will share information to quickly identify and dismantle these dangerous operations. 3. Strengthening border security. The plan will bolster the capabilities of the newly formed Border Security Command, led by Commander Martin Hewitt. Other measures include disrupting supply chains that facilitate smuggling, removing harmful content from social media that promotes illegal migration services, and monitoring irregular migration flows more effectively. However, critics, including former Home Office Minister Norman Baker, have expressed skepticism about the plan's effectiveness, highlighting the need for genuine, long-term solutions rather than quick fixes. The announcement comes at a time when anti-migrant sentiment is palpable in the UK, exacerbated by recent riots that have underscored public frustration over immigration. Many people feel that their communities are under strain due to an influx of migrants, leading to heightened tensions and a sense of insecurity. As Yvette Cooper noted, criminal smuggling gangs pose a direct threat to both border security and the lives of migrants themselves. While the government aims to reassure the public that it is taking decisive action, the rhetoric surrounding people smuggling often paints all migrants in a negative light. This can foster an atmosphere of fear and hostility, making it increasingly difficult for migrants to integrate and find acceptance within communities. The G7 plan aims not only to disrupt smuggling operations but also to improve the overall management of migration flows. By increasing both voluntary and enforced returns of migrants to their countries of origin, the government hopes to provide more choices for those seeking asylum or better opportunities. However, this raises ethical questions about the treatment of vulnerable individuals who may have no safe options left. As the UK government implements these measures, it is crucial to balance enforcement with empathy. The focus should not solely be on criminality, but also on understanding the reasons behind migration. Many individuals are fleeing violence, persecution, or extreme poverty, and addressing these root causes is essential for a compassionate and effective immigration policy. As we move forward with the G7 anti-smuggling action plan, it will be vital for the government to foster open dialogues with communities to alleviate fears and misconceptions about migrants. Education and awareness campaigns can help bridge the gap between perception and reality, emphasizing that migrants are not the enemy but often individuals in desperate need of help. The G7 anti-smuggling action plan represents a significant step in the UK's fight against people smuggling. However, it also highlights the urgent need to address the rising anti-migrant sentiment that has taken hold in the wake of recent riots. As the government takes steps to enhance border security and combat organised crime, it must also remember the human stories behind the statistics and work towards creating an inclusive society. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these developments and how they relate to the current climate in the UK. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on immigration and related topics. Take care and see you next time.